Hey guys, welcome back. Today Apple announced their event that is coming up very, very closely here. It is taking place on March 27th, and they just released the invitation today. It says, let's take a field trip with the Apple logo. Most invitations they send out have the Apple logo, and sometimes we are able to interpret what they mean in the invitation, like what might be announced, and they kind of give us, not really an Easter egg, but kind of maybe a tiny hint. I think one of the biggest hints they ever gave was with the iPhone 5 event. It was held on September 12th, and in the reflection of the 12, it made out the number 5, which was a huge hint, and Apple doesn't really give out hints that big anymore, but sometimes we can dissect some of the invitations and see what we might announce. So here it's just the Apple logo. It says, let's take a field trip. So this event is being held, to my knowledge, I think it's being held at a college or university campus. So this might be circled around education, as per the tagline, let's take a field trip. And we are seeing an Apple logo that looks like it was drawn with some type of special calligraphy design or something. So it looks like it might have been drawn actually with an Apple Pencil, and some people are thinking that we might see a brand new Apple Pencil 2. Right now the Apple Pencil is over a year old, and we are thinking we might see a new Apple Pencil, maybe with a better battery life, maybe a better design, maybe a little bit smaller, and maybe it's a little bit cheaper. Here in the invitation, it does look like the lines are pretty thin, so we might see a finer tip on the Apple Pencil and maybe some reduced latency. So maybe an Apple Pencil refresh. I don't really know what we can expect because it's just really a glorified stylus, but maybe we might see a new Apple Pencil. Because it is an education event, we are expecting to see a new iPad, $229 iPad, or $249 in the US. iPads are a little bit more expensive in Canada here, as you can see, $449. But we might see a new iPad that is a bit cheaper, I think starting in the US around $229 and $279. I think that's what I heard. And an iPad that cheap is going to get a lot of people interested in tablets, and the market is going to be going crazy because there's not going to be any competition for Apple because there's no tablet like an iPad that's that cheap on the market. We also might see a new iPhone SE. There have been some leaks that we might see a new iPhone SE. No one knows if it's going to have Face ID or a similar design to the iPhone 10, but we might see a new iPhone SE. Not many leaks around that though. There have been leaks though around a new MacBook Air, around $799 or $899 with a Retina display. So this is going to be a brand new baseline MacBook Air. So the line is going to go MacBook Air, MacBook, then MacBook Pro. So the MacBook Air is still going to be entry, but it's not going to have that horrible TN panel like we have now on the MacBook Air. So it will finally have a beautiful Apple Retina display, and the price will be a lot less, which is really good. So that will bring some life into the MacBook Air line. And then, like I talked about with the Pencil already. So a new iPad probably, maybe a new iPhone, maybe a new MacBook Air, and then maybe a new Apple Pencil. But this event really is circled around education, so Apple is going to be making some efforts and making some strides to dip their foot a bit more into the education market. So tell me what you think about this in the comments down below. What do you think Apple will announce at this event? I will be tweeting live during this event on Twitter, and I will have a recap video after the event on this channel. So make sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my channel. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. My name is Mike. I'll see you in the next video.